I've spoken about, taking ownership, being accountable, taking responsibility for your own actions, right? And like, I learned this the hard way as well, bro, because when you take ownership of, your actions, your behaviors, your decisions, right, that gives you the power to then be able to go, all right, well, I fucked up here. What can I do? I put myself in this situation. What can I do to change this environment, change my circumstances, all right, and maybe make some different decisions, put some different actions in place to move me in the right direction, right? So I've told the story before about being in Afghanistan and going out on patrol, man, and it was the middle of winter. We had a fucking high operational tempo. We'd had a number of blokes had been, injured. Our interpreter had been killed. It was the middle of winter, man. It was freezing cold. As snipers, we're the first ones out. We're the last ones back. So, we're stepping off out on patrol, making sure that we're in Overwatch position before the boys go out. We're targeting key areas of interest where potentially the Taliban may lay IEDs and target our boys as they step into the green zone, cross the aqueducts, etc. So we stepped out on patrol one day, and it was like, we'll probably delayed like maybe 20, 30 minutes or something like that. And dude, I just took off my backpack, which had like, my binoculars, my spotting scope, my first aid kit, my fluids, my drugs, etc., etc. I took that off to give my shoulders a rest before we stepped off, man. This was probably like, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning or something like that. I'm fucking tired, man. All right, comes over the radio. Yeah, boys, good to go. Stepped off, man. Totally forgot to put my backpack back on, right? Fucking idiot. Stepped off, probably 20 minutes later, something like that. I'm like, I realized, bro, it just clicked in my mind, and I was like, fuck. And I was the lead scout of my team, right? And I'm like, straight over the radio, I'm like, Tamps. He's like, what's up, bro? And I was like, mate, I really apologize, man. Like, I left my first aid kit. It's got my binoculars, got my spotting scope, got everything, like mission essential stuff. Back on base, man. And he's like, it crossed my mind to not say anything, right? And that was less than 10 seconds, man. I was like, fucking own it, because if something goes down and you haven't told your fucking team leader that you don't have that equipment, that mission essential equipment, something happens, that's on your fucking conscience for the rest of your life. Own it right now. Fucking speak up. Say something. Called Tamps. Hey, bro, I fucked up. And he goes, you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he goes, crack on. Let's go. Let's get in position. Because he knew that I didn't have that equipment, right? But we would be able to adapt if something did happen, because he knew that I didn't have the equipment. All right, cool. That's going to change maybe some of our protocols. Maybe that's going to change some of our actions on our standard operating procedures, right? And I had to fucking tell him that. And like, from that moment, man, that never happened again, right? I made sure my shit was squared away. So, I owned that mistake, man. But then I learned from it, and I made sure that it never fucking happened again. And dude, he came up to me afterwards, and he's like, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it, man. I think that's powerful, bro, to own every fucking action, every decision that, has essentially led you up to where you are right now in your life.